This is so weird. Are you gonna come up here, Goosey? Come on. You gotta come on up here. Come on. This is Goose. I know. Hi. My name is Betsy. I am not one thing. I am many things. I am a creative type. I am a mom. I am a writer. And why am I here? Why am I on YouTube? I don't know why it took me as long as it did, but I finally came to realize that I have this very particular pattern in my life. And that pattern is really kind of weaving into my life pieces of analog. And what I mean by that is, as much as I can appreciate technology, as much as I can appreciate what it has done for our world, I also am nostalgic for the days when I didn't have a work phone and when I didn't have to bring work home with me. And, when I wasn't expected that as soon as I get a text message, I have to answer it right away. Maybe that's not what people are expecting, but that's what I feel like. And within that, I just started noticing more and more things that I was bringing into my life and my family's life that unintentionally to slow us down and to make us consider how we're playing and how we're spending our time and how we're interacting with the world. There are moments in my life that I don't want to be digitized, right? There are moments in my life that I don't want to be technological. Okay. And I think one of the big things is my free time, right? I'm so sick of giving my free time to better. Goose, come on. Okay, there you go. All right. Sorry, what was I saying? Um, oh yeah, I didn't want every moment of my life and the life of my family to be technological. I don't want to give any more of my free time to the techno bro overlords that we have all just mindlessly allowed to take over our free time. And I get the irony here, right? I'm putting this on YouTube, but I'm also a realist, right? Like, I do want a lot of my life to be less technological, to be less digital, absolutely. But I'm also a realist. I think there's a balance to be struck. I think that we can lessen the impact on our daily lives, hopefully making us more happy, and at the same time still understanding that, yeah, there are just some things that we're still going to enjoy doing and still need to do with technology, of course, right? Like, it's not silly. But anyways, what I'm here to talk about, though, and on this YouTube channel really, is just kind of my journey into this balance. What I consider balance might not be what other people consider balance, but what I consider balance between an analog life and a digital one, a technological one. Ow, goose, that hurts. Owie. Owie. As well as talking about my creative pursuits. Like I said in the beginning, I do consider myself a creative. I love writing. I love reading, of course. So probably sprinkle some of that into these videos as well. And I think probably one of the biggest conversations, and maybe the one hopefully that other people would be most interested in too, is I made the switch from a smartphone to a dumb phone, a light phone to be exact. But the things that I were doing before that, um, like to lessen the technology around me, um, I think the thing that started it all really was. See if I can get it. Okay, Goosey, I'm sorry, I gotta stand up. Sorry, buddy. No, Goose. Goose. Okay, so as you can see, the title of my channel is the Rolodex Revival. That's like a little baby business that I've been working on for like 15 years now, trying to get off the ground. And first of all, I haven't explained the vision very well, and I also think that that maybe haven't found my people yet. Goose, what are you doing? Okay, can you maybe get down? And so, but a Rolodex, this one to be exact, this one. Ooh, ah, ooh, dusty. I was living in New York City and I didn't have a smartphone yet. Didn't really have need for one. They were around, but I didn't really need one. And although I was working, I what I really wanted to do was pursue writing. I had so many ideas and I wanted to jot them down, but as people who know me well, my friends and family, I hate carrying stuff. I hate carrying a purse. I like pockets. I love pockets. And so I would try, especially in the city, like I would try not to carry a backpack or a purse ever. I just didn't want a teeny tiny notebook. Um, and I also didn't want like hundreds of teeny tiny notebooks. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a notebook girly. Like, I love me some journals, like, I really do. But when it came to this, I wanted something where it was like, all right, it's easy to carry, but also easy to organize. And so I thought to myself, oh, a Rolodex. I can carry around the cards with me. And then when I get back home, I can stick them in and organize them as I want, change them in and out, throw ones away that I don't need anymore, whatever it might be. And so as I was doing it and I liked it so much and like, look, I like made it so pretty, I like collaged it. It was like this really, I really loved doing it, especially when writing wasn't coming naturally and I needed another creative hobby like this was. So I decided that maybe other writers and other creatives would like the system too. And also the Rolodex Revival and me, myself, and I, that's the team. Rolodexes are plastic, right? For the most part, there are some metal ones, but keeping them out of landfills. And I try to reuse as much packing material as I can. And all of the medium that I use to collage or that I use to collage the Rolodexes is found basically. Where was I going with this? I'm ADHD. I've sold some, of course, like I've painted some and I've sold them. I've collaged some and I've sold them. Just trying to again get the creatives out there, get the writers out there away, or as much as they want to, away from technology, right? Like really tapping into creativity at a deeper level. That's what the Rolodex Revival has turned into. At first it was a way for me to organize ideas, and then as we've ensconced ourselves more and more and more in technology, the Rolodex Revival has really become about being a refuge and well, yeah, a refuge for to get away from technology and to be creative. So not only are there Rolodexes, but I also create writing prompts. And sometimes the prompts are just, I literally use a typewriter. You probably can see there are a couple behind me. um, I'll literally use a typewriter, typewrite on some Rolodex cards, a writing prompt, something really simple like that. Or I've gotten kind of fun with some of them where like there might be a QR code that you scan that takes you somewhere, or there might be like a hint of a smell that you rub, and like what does that smell um, bring up for you? That's where this whole thing started. When I think about it, when I thought, I sat down and thought about it, like that's where like really my whole analog journey began, was with a Rolodex and the Rolodex Revival. And it's something that I love. Like I love the Rolodex Revival so much. Like I just keep making them. I just keep making these Rolodexes. I just keep making like writing prompts. I just keep making, like, I just created a new product. It's a book journal. Um, Actually, you might be able to see. Oh, and I like hand dye paper too with like all natural ingredients. This is not meant to be. This video is not meant to be about the Rolodex revival, actually. Oh, I just saw. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you can kind of see it here. So it's a Rolodex book journal, and they do have covers to them. They're like always very pretty cardstock. Again, they're from like greeting card. See, they're little books. See that? They're little books, and you can like fill in the title of the book that you read, and then there's another page with like a star rating. And you can write it down, your thoughts about it, and there's your book journal, and it can all fit into a Rolodex. And you can take out the ones you don't want anymore if you keep adding to it. It's not like a journal, that once it gets filled up, you're done with it. You can keep using it over and over and over again. That's what I want. I want to keep Rolodexes out of landfills. I want creatives to be able to be creative in their own space and not have to rely on technology. Not that we do, but just as like another tool. And yeah, I want to just share, like, along with a Rolodex, like using a typewriter, right? Like I use typewriters a lot. Um, I take photos a lot with disposable cameras and instant film. I just recently, not recently, actually, it was a couple of years ago, but I haven't used it yet. A 35, or I'm sorry, an 8mm Super 8 camera. Like, oh my gosh, like how cool. Actually, a friend of mine used it and his video was awesome. And I go, okay, eBay is my Amazon. I love eBay so much. But I've gotten a lot of like really great old Fisher Price toys for our son off of eBay. And like, yeah, of course they're still battery operated, but they're not quite as loud and in your face and the never ending noise. And they take a little bit more quote unquote skill to use, whatever that means. I know the irony here, like I know I'm on YouTube, but I've tried a lot of other ways to like find my community. And I just haven't been able to find my people. And so I'm hoping that YouTube might be my community. And with like-minded people and people who are interested in sharing different ways that yeah, reduced they've just reduced the technology in their life and how it made them feel better, hopefully. I know it's made me feel better. Part of it too is just being like sticking it to the man. That's what I feel like sometimes. Like we recently bought a DVD player, and I can talk about this more too. And we're like we're renting DVDs. So yeah, that's it. That's my intro. Next video, I don't know what I'll talk about. It'll be an ADHD rant about old stuff. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to sign up for a library card if you don't have one already.